What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Coleman Hope. He's got him in the flat. Hard running there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The gun, the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. White wants to throw it. Pass pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about... We're on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. 2 yards on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the catch. It's Winfield.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air. It's Coleman Hope. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. The give on the option. Showing off the arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Coleman Hope. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Porter.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third.
Breaks into the open. Ball is loose. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go.
Oh, a lot of space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer anymore. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him, pick him up, put him down, just chewing up yards. It was supposed to be a pass, now turns it into a huge gain. Jesse Palmer never could do that.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes a connection. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Trucks through the defender. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
Set to kick this one away.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. White going to attack through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. White wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
White going to attack through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And the Bears send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Evans. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
There he goes! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. White wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
White going to attack through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
White wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the 1st down. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. White going to attack through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Nimrod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.